beats.
It's been a long, long road. It's been a long, long day. The curtains finally closing. The music starts to fade. I hear the trumpet blow. I hear the people shout. I see an army rising from way beyond the clouds. Hey, shimmy, shimmy, yeah. Hey, shimmy, shimmy, yeah.
All my Shiaki calls the shots. He surround me around the clock. If you come against me, you gon' flop. Everything that he is, you're not. I'm hopping into what he say. Cause there ain't no bad way. What am I supposed to do? It's a struggle every day. All my Shiaki calls the shots. He surround me around the clock. If you come against me, you gon' flop. Everything that he is, you're not.
Enemy don't want this message out.
There ain't no bad way.
Alright.
What am I supposed to do? It's a struggle every day. We must teach the word to the youngins, cause they are the wave of the future. We gotta heal our nation. We gon' stitch it up like a suture. We on the light, so we set the trends. We go all out with our underthins. Out with the old and with the new. Down with the ruach, I'm coming through. Ready for battle like a soldier. Get it out the park like family Sosa. I get reverence to Yah, Toda. Follow my Shia, Yahshua. We must compose like we are the elect. You will be proof, you must pass the test. If you come, you gotta come correct. So Yahshua will come give you some rest. My Shia, he calls the shots. Surround me around the clock. If you come against me, you can flop. Everything that he is, you're not. I'm hopping into what he say. Cause there ain't no bad way. What am I supposed to do? It's a struggle every day. I'm my Shia, he calls.
It's a struggle every day. Okay? How are you doing? How are you doing? Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I am recording this on a Saturday. I know it's not going to get posted on the Shabbat, but it will be posted hopefully by Sunday. This is your girl Yahara Yasharahla here today with another lesson to help my fellow sheep on their journey and on their path, to help them to stay of course and not sidetrack or not look back like Lot's wife. Everyone, today we are going to talk about enduring to the end. It is a lonely journey, and I want to come to you to bring you this message because I want to give you some wisdom and some knowledge on how you can endure to the end, especially to you new Hebrews that's just coming into the truth, and you know, y'all telling all your family members who they are and they just rejecting your counsel. This is for you guys, you know what I'm saying? I had a young lady that came to me, and I have many young ladies that come to me and tell me the same thing. They'll tell me they're new in the truth and they're lonely. So this right here, hopefully it will lift your spirits. It will help you on your journey. If you definitely like this message, definitely like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so let's get into this lesson, enduring to the end. Yahara, how do you endure to the end? Well, I don't have no choice. Once the Most High called me, and once He chose to awaken me, and when I came fully into the truth and became obedient, I knew that I could not turn back. Because there was something in me. When the day that I cried from praising the Most High over a year ago, when I decided to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, I noticed within my heart that I love the Most High. And I love Him so much that I could never break His law, statutes, and commandments knowingly. I could never do it. I knew once He chose me, and I knew once He chose to give me understanding and eyes to ears to see and to hear, that I had to move forward in my journey and in my path, and that I could not be unrighteous but to be righteous. So That's how I endure. I endure because every time, well, I don't really think about breaking the laws and statutes and commandments, but you must know that even though the Most High has chosen to awaken us and to give us the understanding, the Most High is going to allow Satan to tempt us. So you must know that. So anytime Satan chooses to try to tempt me to break the Most High's laws, I go back to the love that I have for the Most High. And I know I can't let my Father down. I know right from wrong. When you get up in these scriptures and learn about the Most High, and when you get up in these scriptures and learn how we hear and how we're supposed to live our life, you will get better understanding. I've always been through so many trials and tribulations in my life. Since I was a little kid, I've never had a life that was very easy. I've always had it hard, and I understand now why the Most High chose to mold my life that way. It's because I am chosen. It's because when the scripture says, I will try you as gold, the Most High has been trying me as gold and still trying me as gold. So let's get in it, you guys, because I know it can get lonely sometimes, and sometimes you may feel like, dang, I don't have anybody to talk to. But the one thing you must understand is you must pray. Pray. And when we are praying, we are speaking to the Most High. And if you haven't checked out my new video about how to pray, how to get your prayers answered, definitely check that out. But if you are seeking a friend or someone or a mentor, or to fellowship with other like-minded individuals who are also Amos 3 and 3, then you must pray on it. What you think about that? I have my wonderful husband with me on the Shabbat. What do you think about that, Yahara Yasharahla?
But one thing about it, you should ask the Most High to guide you to the right direction, so you won't go to the wrong direction. Like even fellowship with wrong brothers and sisters,
Right.
and you end up getting indoctrinated.
Right. That's true, because a lot of people don't pray on it. You know, they don't ask the Most High, you know, to send them the correct people to fellowship with, you know. So you end up falling into the hands of the wicked, you know. A pastor with smooth talking words, you know. Now you got to remember that Satan comes disguised as an angel in light. So let's get into these scriptures. So let's go to Romans 5, 3, and 4. That is Romans 5, 3, and 4. What does the Most High, what does the scripture say about endurance? Let's go to Romans. 1 second, you guys. Y'all know my husband always get me first. Okay, you know, he don't give me no time. You know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm here, you guys. Let's go ahead.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 5, verse 3 through 4. Verse 3 says, and not only so, but we glory in tribulation, also knowing that the tribulation work patience, and patience experience, and experience hope.
So, let's go back into there. So, and the scripture says, and not only so, but we glory in tribulation, also knowing that tribulation worketh patience. So, the Most High is we're to glory in this tribulation. When we get out on the other side of the tribulation and the trials that we go through on this path, because it's not easy for us. It's not easy for the righteous. We get tests and trials all the time. We are to glory in that, knowing that tribulations will work with patience. It will, going through different tribulations will allow you to become patient and endure. So when you get another test, you'll have patience, because patience builds up endurance, and patience experience, and experience hope. hope of that salvation, hope of that Messiah is going to come and destroy all the wicked on the earth and save us and give us salvation. Okay? All praises. Let's go to James 1 and 12. Let's go to James 1 and 12. Let's see what the scriptures say about endurance. That is James 1 and 12.
This is the book of James chapter 1, verse 12. Verse 12 said, "Blessed is the man that endure the temptation. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which Yahara hath promised to them that love him."
Here we go. There we go. Blessed is the man that endureth the temptation. So we understand, like I stated before, that it is a lot of temptation out in this wicked world. And Satan is not worried about the wicked. He's worried about the righteous. He's worried about those who the Most High has chosen. The elect and the remnant. The Most High has chosen to awaken you out of this world and take you out of this world. And there's so much temptation, but you are blessed when you endure that and when you rebuke Satan. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life. When it say tried, meaning we go through things. The Most High will try us. He will test us. Like I said it before in my last video, the Most High searches our heart daily to see if we are worthy of salvation. And he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Like I said, love the Most High. I love the Most High. So I will never break his law, statutes, and commandments. I will continue to endure till the end. All praises. Let's go to Hebrews 10 and 36. That's Hebrews 10 and 36.
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 10, verse 36. Verse 6 of verse 36. 36.
36.
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 10, verse 36. And 36 says, "For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done that will of Yahweh, you might receive the promise."
So have patience on this lonely road to the truth. To this lonely road to salvation in the truth. Have patience. Because it's not easy. Being on this path is hard. But the love that we have in our heart for the Most High will fuel us to continue to move forward on the path of righteousness. So by having patience, by believing in the promise that the Most High has given you, has the promise that the Most High has promised you, and doing everything that is required with obedience and following these laws, statutes, and commandments, by awakening the lost sheep of Israel, you will receive that salvation. You will receive that promise. But you gotta believe, you gotta have faith, you gotta endure. No matter how lonely you are, you don't have the option to turn back. Turning back is never an option. It should never even be a thought. And if the thought comes into your mind, rebuke it in the name of Yahweh Yahweh, or whatever name that you use. Rebuke it. Okay? Because that is Satan. And Satan knows our weaknesses. He knows our likes, our dislikes. He knows how to tempt us, what to do, what to say. But it's up to you, who the Most High has chosen, to rebuke them. Rebuke them. I rebuke these spirits all day. Okay? Rebuke, rebuke, rebuke. 2 Timothy 4. And then we're going to skip down to a couple. Let's go to 2 Timothy 4. God rebuke these spirits, y'all. And that's verse 3.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust, so they heap to themselves teaching, having itching ears.
So in 2 Timothy 3 and 4, in the Word, it says, you're going to come across people that's not going to endure the correct doctrine. These people are going to have itching ears, okay? They're going to go after their own lust. They shall heap themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall return away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned into fables. They're not going to want, a lot of people, you come in this truth, you guys, I've learned, people don't want to hear this, they don't want to hear the truth. People want to stay in illusions that the devil has placed them in because it's comfortable, it's safe. You know, they don't get trials and tribulations. The devil blesses them all the time. They're not a threat to Satan's kingdom. So they don't mind being there. They don't want to wake up. That right there is a red flag. Okay, the Most High didn't choose to give them eyes and ears and understanding. Don't cast your pearls to swine. If they want to be wicked, let them be wicked. Continue on to the next person. Because they're more comfortable with fables. What are fables? Fiction, lies. That's what they're more comfortable with. They're more comfortable with their Christianity, lies that slave master didn't gave them. They're comfortable with their what is it, babe? Their unks, comedic bullcrap. The woman is God. They're comfortable with these so-called Jehovah's Witnesses. When you get up in these scriptures, you break it down, they sit there and look at you stupid and say, oh, that's not what the scriptures say. Remember that time, babe?
Right.
So, they're comfortable with being brainwashed. Okay? Let them remain brainwashed. Move on to the next. Okay? And I want to also skip down to 5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. So the Most High said, watch. You have to endure these afflictions on your path. You must endure it. When things happen and they seem bad, that's when your faith is to kick in. Don't matter if you're by yourself or you got people that's in this truth. That's when your faith must kick in. The Most High said, do the work of an evangelist. Let's go and let's see what the evangelists mean in the Bible, not according to Christianity. Let's see. So when we go to the Strong Concordance, evangelist, a preacher of the gospel. So the Most High says, endure this affliction. Go out and preach my word. Bring in the lost sheep into my house. These are important things that we must know on the path of righteousness. Okay? As new brews or old bruise. These are the things that we must do. We have to endure. The scriptures tells us to endure. Pray for strength. Pray for endurance. Pray that the Most High strengthens your flesh to be able to fight off temptation. Let's go to one more endurance scripture, Psalms 111:3, and let's skip down to 10. That's Psalms 111:3, and let's skip down to 10. All praises, honey.
This is the book of Psalms 111, verse 3. His work is honorable and glorious, and his righteousness endure forever.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. And verse 10 said, the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and good understanding have all they that do his commandment. Praise endures forever.
Right. So the Most High said his work is honorable. Honorable. And glorious, and his righteousness endure forever. Ever, forever. We are to stay righteous. We are to endure. We are to do the work of the Most High and try to awaken our fellow brothers and sisters who are still asleep. But if they don't want to hear it, move on. Skip down to 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. That's another thing too, while we endure. We fear the Most High. We fear his wrath. We know the true Elohim. See, a lot of people, especially Christianity, Jehovah's Witness, and all of them, they think they know the Lord. Okay? All right. Now, like I stated, this journey can be lonely. It's lonely for myself. It's lonely for many, many Israelites that come into this truth. And I don't want your loneliness to unequally yoke you with people who are wicked as hell. So, we're going to get some scriptures on proving a friend. What is a friend according to scriptures? You must remember this. On this path to salvation, we are to always be Amos 3:3. We understand we have wicked family members. We understand that we may have wicked friends, but this truth requires a lot of sacrifices. And family, I understand. Friends, I don't. Because if you have friends that you're constantly telling this truth to, that you're constantly trying to awaken, and they keep rejecting you, you can't be hanging with these type of people. Because what's going to happen is Satan uses his children. Children of the Most High, children of the devil. Just like the Most High is using me right now to talk to you guys. The Most High uses us, and Satan uses his children. So if your friend is not awakened and still wicked and still in this world, don't think that he or she is not going to try to listen to their father, who is Satan, and try to tempt you to be wicked. Because like I said, Satan comes as thoughts. So we have to be very careful of who we put ourselves around, especially when you are serious about this truth. I was supposed to go hang out with a wicked friend of mine. And I wanted to hang out with this friend so bad, because I haven't been around this friend in so long. But then, that's when the battle with the flesh and the spirit came. Because it's just like, oh no, I can't. The flesh is like, oh yeah, come on. So I made the decision to not hang out with that friend because I am strong in the spirit. And that also requires time to build up. You got to build up that spirit to be strong. But when you constantly are praying for strength and the Most High to help you build up your spirit will over-trump your flesh every time. Well, I'm not going to say every time. Because, sometimes I do have my days where certain people make me angry. But then again, the Most High say be angry, but sin what not. Okay? Let's go to Deuteronomy. Let's go to Proverbs 18 and 24. You know what I'm saying, babe?
Right. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse.
It took some time, though, you guys. It took some time. I had to learn just like you guys. That's Proverbs 18 and 24. A man that hath friends must shew himself friendly. And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Okay? So that right there is saying, the Most High is basically saying that a person that has friends, he must show himself friendly. And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. And a friend is a gift from the Most High. A friend is medicine to life. But you got to understand what a real friend is. Because there's a difference between friends and companions. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha, Sirach 7, 10, and then I'll do 13, 14, and 16, babe.
This is Sirach chapter 7, verse 10. Verse 10 says, be not faint-hearted when thou makest thy prayers, and neglected not to give alms.
Mm-hmm. You read 10? That's not it. I'm sorry.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verse 7. If thou
I'm sorry, babe. It was 6. No, didn't I say that? I said 6, 7. You know what, you guys? I know y'all probably. I gotta rewind that back to see if I said 6. I could have sworn I said 6. So it's Ecclesiastes 6, 7, and 10. All right. I'm sorry.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 6 in the Apocrypha, verse 7. If thou would get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Let's stop there right there. So the Most High say, if you looking for a friend, because you're lonely on your path, you are to prove that friend first, and be not hasty to give him credit. Because we are to prove our friends, and we are to try a spirit by a spirit. This process must be done for everyone. Any and everyone who is coming onto your path. Because like I stated before, Satan uses his children. Satan comes disguised as an angel in light. So we must prove that friend. Do not be hasty, which is quick, to give him credit. Oh, this is my friend. Oh, yeah, this is my friend. No. A friend is a gift from the Most High. A friend is something special, and especially when they in this truth. Especially when they have the eyes and ears to understand, and they understand what this path is like. Be not quick to credit. Prove them first. Let's go to 10, babe.
This is Sirach chapter 6, verse 10. Again, Some friend is a companion at that table, and will not continue in the days of thy affliction.
Okay? Like I just said that. So, some friends are not a friend. Hold up. Some friends are a companion at your table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. Meaning, some people ain't your friend. They're not. They're people who only want to stick around. They have conversations and gossip and want to be around your prosperity. You know, these are people that are companions, people that we talk to. But that's not a friend. These are not people that we tell deep down secrets to. Because a friend stays around through the good and the bad times. A friend stays around when adversity comes around. A friend is a gift, and we must understand that. Everybody ain't our friend. And even though you are lonely and you want to get up on Instagram and Facebook and be requesting everybody because they are Israelite, their name is Israel, be careful when you do that. Because now you haven't proved these people. Now you're following a bunch of demons that's influencing you, giving you false doctrines, giving you the wrong information. Be careful, Hebrews. I did the same thing. I made the same mistake. The same mistake, I made it. I'm giving you wisdom. Let's skip that. Okay, so this is me. 13. Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends. Again, with spiritual discernment. We are not to be unequally yoked with our enemies. Your enemy is someone who does not follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Your enemy is someone who goes against the Most High. That is your enemy. And the reason why I say that, because the Most High can use that person. Even with our family, we have to limit our energy that we place ourselves around our family. We have to limit that time. Because let me tell you something, the devil can use them too. I limit my time around my family that's not the truth. I don't be, like, I'll talk to them, I'll call my grandmother, I'll call my cousin from time to time, because she wicked as hell. Because I still love them. But I can't be around them because they're not on the same page as me. They're not Amos 3 and 3. So I have to limit my time. Okay? Let's go down, skip down to 14. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such and one has found a treasure. So the Most High said, it is a friend is a strong defense. If you have found one, you found a treasure. Let's skip down to 16. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. Most High said, you fear the Lord, I'll send you a friend. I will send you someone to make your life a little bit easier, because I understand that this path that you are on, it's hard. I gave it to you. But I'll send you a friend. And when the scripture says medicine of life, someone that's going to be able to hear you, that's going to be able to love you, that's going to be able to understand you, that serves your Father. When you go through the trials and tribulation, that person is still there. That person loves the Most High like you love the Most High. That person fears the Most High like you fear the Most High. That is a friend. It is not a person. that is wicked. That's when the sacrifices gotta take place. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 12:8-9, babe.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, another name Sirach, verse 12, verse 9. And verse 9 says, in the prosperity of a man of an enemy will be grieved, but in his adversary, even a friend will depart.
Woo! Now I'm about to go on that one. Hold up, babe. Hold on. 12:8. You read 9 too?
I read verse 8.
Okay, go ahead, 9.
Verse 8. I'm going to read it again. This is the book of Sirach, so 12, verse 89. A friend could not be known in his prosperity, and an enemy could not be hidden in his adversary. Verse 9. And the prosperity of a man of an enemy will be grieved, but in his adversary even a friend will depart.
So you got these wicked so-called people that call themselves your friend. Even your family. Because let me give you an example. So in the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved. So the Most High, when you're faithful to this word, you're faithful to this truth, and you're obedient, let me tell you something, right? The Most High is gonna take care of you. He gonna lift you over your enemies. Because when you curse your enemies is gonna be over you. The Most High will give you prosperity. And guess what? When you're doing good, when the Most High is blessing you, your enemy's gonna be grieved. Prime example. I come from a family of sisters and brothers and a mother. And I come from a family where I have sisters they're jealous of me. And a mother that's jealous of me. And I know why they're jealous of me now, but I'm not going to get into that. But they're so carnal minded. When they think you down. And I remember coming out of my marriage with my ex, and I didn't speak to them in a while, and they must have heard, oh, they wanted to hang with me. Before they even ever want to be around me, they thought, they don't, evil, wicked, miserable people don't like to be around happy people. So, me, I keep everything to myself. So they thought, oh, okay. So yeah, let's get around her now, cause she not with him no more. She's not with him no more. So when they got around me, it was fine. But the Most High had a plan for my life. See, that's when He issued in my new husband. And see, they didn't know about him. But when I started to talk about my new husband and talk about how I feel like the Most High is blessing me, everyone went ghost. And that's how it is. The wicked, your enemies, and it's a damn shame when your family is your enemies, their spirits get vexed when the Most High is blessing you. And they can't stand to be around someone that's so happy because they're so damn miserable. Okay? A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. So a friend can't just be known when you up here. And your enemy cannot be hidden in adversity, because your enemy gonna always show themselves. And the prosperity of a man Enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart. Okay? So we got to be very careful of who we call a friend. You got something to say, babe?
Oh, I was saying, like, my wife was making a comment about family, like the old saying that your family can be your worst enemy. That's why you got to really prepare. Like, once you're in the truth and once you're in the knowledge, you have to be prepared, because once you be obedient, trust me, the Most High is going to bless you because you're being obedient.
Right.
That's all I have to say.
All praises, and I agree with you 100%. Because the Most High has blessed me with a wonder. I was just sitting here hugging and kissing my husband, telling him how much I appreciate him. Because he's so wonderful. I love him so much. I love you, babe. I love my husband. I'm so blessed, man. You know, the Most High gave me another chance. And trust me, you be obedient. You do what you're supposed to do. The Most High will bless you too. And if it's in His will, He'll send you someone on this path. Because the Most High has sent me that friend. And it is my husband. He has sent me that friend that's going to be with me through thick and thin. That loves my children. He sent it to me. That's my special gift. And the Most High gave it to me because of my obedience. All praises. All praises. So I want you guys to understand, the Most High will never forsake you. You've always got a friend, and that's the Most High. Always remember that. The Most High should be your number one friend. Your number one friend. And when you are obedient, when you're doing what you got to do, when you fear Him, when you follow His commandments, and you are praying for the Most High to send you someone on this path, He will. Have faith. Have trust. Let's go to Deuteronomy 31:6. Yahweh will never forsake you. Never.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 31, verse 6. Verse 6 says, be strong and of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For Yahweh their power, He is that do it and go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee.
He will never fail you or forsake you. Have good courage and fear not, nor be afraid of them who try to come up against you. Your enemies. Have faith in Him. Trust Him. Believe Him. He is always there with us. That's 1 Thessalonians 5:8, babe.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians, verse 5 and 8.
But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. So the Most High say, be sober-minded. Put your breastplate of your faith, your love, and put your helmet of your hope and salvation. That is very important. That is very important. Isaiah 41:10, babe. Last scripture. Isaiah 41:10.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10. And verse 10 says, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am Yahweh. I will strengthen thee, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness.
Right. So the Most High say, do not fear. I am with you. I will uphold you with my right hand of righteousness. I will strengthen you. I will always be with you on your path to salvation. And as long as you are obedient, as long as you are following these laws, statutes, and commandments, as long as you're doing what you gotta do on your part, I will be here. Don't you ever think you're lonely. You ain't never lonely. You always got a friend. And if you want a friend, you want a mentor, you want to be equally yoked with someone, pray on it. Have faith. The Most High will send it to you. All praises to the Most High. That was a great lesson today, babe. What you think about that?
Oh, it's a friend,
Right.
and that friend can destroy your reputation. So you have to ask the Most High: Is this the right person for me to be involved with?
Right. I agree with you 100%. We have to be equally yoked with our friends.
Right.
And we must limit our energy and time with our family. Unless you want to be tempted by Satan, you know. And that's just my take on it. You know, I love my family to dear, my grandmother, my brother, my cousins. That's the only family I have. You know, and I love them. You know, I love them. So, all praises to the Most High, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you enjoy this lesson. I hope I see you next time. Shalom, shalom, family. Endure to the end and always prove a friend. All praises to the Most High. Shalom. Hey, you guys. Subscribe to like, hit that notification bell button, and share.